All right, you ready? All right, here at BlackOvis, we do a series called Tag Talk. It's a chance for us to recap some hunts that we have done personally, share some insights, and pass that along to you. So last fall, had this Hoyt Alpha and had a really exciting hunt that happened super fast. So at first shooting light, came up on a group about 8 deer. There's 3 bucks and one was the biggest I'd ever been in a range in. So I was really excited and I had that first adrenaline dump because they were at 40 yards. Adrenaline dumps when you first spot an animal are really tricky because you have to immediately really kind of breathe through that and not get too excited. So that was kind of my first mistake. The other thing that happened was I had a QAD drop away rest. Now it had the button. So you push the button and the rest comes up, holds the arrow. Problem is, press the button, wouldn't hold the arrow up. Now, it is driven, so when you pull back, the fork will come up, it'll hold the arrow. But being in the position I'm in, I'm freaking out, the adrenaline has hit me, just could not lock it in. I must have hit that button probably 30 times. I was just smacking it over and over and over again. Now, here's a little bit of maybe some preparation that I should have done. The thing is that rest, there's nothing against QAD on that. The thing is, I was shooting that QAD rest for over 6 years. So it just happened to not perform that day, and it is unfortunate. I just looked at that sight, I was like, dude, I need 1 arrow. You know, you're been doing this too long and you start talking to your equipment, but I just said, I need 1 arrow, I need 1 shot. Sure enough, I calmed down, I pressed that button and it stayed. And I was like, oh my gosh, awesome. So I start to pull back, and as I'm doing that, my bow is now vertical. Here's the second mistake, or maybe the third or fourth, I don't know which one I'm on now. My arrows, I had just gone from a 5mm Kinetic Chaos by Gold Tip to the Gold Tip Pierce Platinum, down to a 4mm. I forgot to adjust my quiver right here on my tight spot. All these settings here, I should have gripped them a lot tighter. So my bow is vertical, and I didn't know this before because on my backpack, I've got a nice strap over the top, locks everything in. So I got my bow vertical, arrows start sliding out of my quiver as I'm pulling up. The deer are at 45, 50 yards at this point, and I'm like, you have got to be kidding me. I was so embarrassed. I've been doing this way too long, should not be making these mistakes. An arrow drops about, it was kind of like that. And you know, it's hanging like that and it's dangling. I take it out, put it on the ground, get back set up. The deer is at 65, 67 yards now, still feeling really confident. But the only reason I feel confident is because I slowed down, took a breath, and just tried to tell myself, you've got time. Amazingly, I did have time. They were having a picnic up there, weren't worried about me at all. I could not believe it. So anyway, got a perfect shot right through the heart. The buck went about 80 yards. I actually found the buck before I found my arrow. That's how good the blood trail was. Wow, that is quite the blood trail. And it turned out to be a success. But I just want to share with you, check things. We bang this stuff around, we throw it on a backpack, we go for a hike, we drop our pack down. It's just super important to slow down, make sure your stuff is working. I have since switched to a Hamski, a limb driven. And again, nothing against QAD, they make an amazing product. Once that stuff happens, you just don't want it to happen again. So that's a Tag Talk here. I'm Adam with BlackOvis. Tune in for more. We've got Tag Talks coming, more insights. We want to help you punch your tag. That is our goal at BlackOvis. So tune in for more.